Now, welcome to another edition of News from Naboo with Thor's Lightning Takes. And let's get right to the news.
All right, got some interesting news today. First up, we're going to have some minor spoilers from The Mandalorian.
Potential spoilers.
Potential spoilers.
You never know if this is true or not, which is why I hate delving into leaks and rumors, but sometimes they're fun to talk about.
Right, so if you don't want anything spoiled for you, go ahead and check the timestamps. You can skip right on to the next article. New details on Moff Gideon's appearance in Mandalorian Season 3. We're now 3 months away from the premiere of Season 3. Exciting. There's not a whole lot of news yet, seeing as Disney and Lucasfilm are currently focused in on Andor. Andor is getting great critic reviews, and it's starting to build up regular reviews, so it's all great. But we're still looking forward to The Mandalorian, as it's like...
What's not next? I mean, Bad Batch is technically next. I'm looking forward to Bad Batch.
I know.
The first season is solid. There's a little... being that, nitpicky Star Wars fan, there's little things I think it could do better, but it was a good show.
Right. But The Mandalorian was like the flagship Disney Plus show
It absolutely is. Not just for Star Wars, but Disney Plus in general. I think it is their... it is their flagship, as you say.
And I think people are looking forward to it because it does take the tone back to a more traditional Star Wars feel.
Yeah, certainly.
So anyone who was upset that the Andor tone isn't where they wanted, well, Mando is coming.
Yeah, but you're still missing out. Tone or not, I don't care. Great show. Recommend it to anybody.
But we have a few details to share on the appearance of the show's villain, Moff Gideon, played by Giancarlo Esposito. We know Star Wars villains typically love to wear helmets. It's just a thing.
Well, he was captured at the end of season 2, so it's very curious that we're talking about him. So sounds like he might escape. Probably. If he's wearing a helmet. I mean, you get out, you wear your helmet.
We have learned that in season 3, Moff Gideon will have new armor and a new helmet. The helmet will be black with red eyes and horns on it. The horns will be 6, similar to what Darth Maul had. It will resemble a Mandalorian helmet, but it won't exactly be the same as the other Mandalorian helmets we've seen. It'll look closer to Boba Fett's helmet. It'll be black, shiny, very sleek. It'll also be a bit bigger than the rest. Gideon is getting a full upgrade, as he will also have a black and red jetpack.
This is interesting in what it could imply. A union between Maul's Mandalorian forces that kind of get defeated in Siege of Mandalore and Gideon and the Empire.
Yeah, what could this mean? Does he have somehow connections to this?
I mean, I don't think he's Mandalorian, but I think he could be...
He knows so much about their culture, though.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he could be somehow, like I said, he could have teamed up with Maul afterwards. We know he's a Moff in the Empire, so it would be interesting if he were also a Mandalorian and...
what if he was a Mandalorian who decided to betray his people to the Empire, and they're, rewarding him for it?
That's a big
reward.
And
he became a Moff.
Yeah, there's only a handful of Moffs,
well, he might have gotten a small reward, and then throughout his rewards grew, and he proved himself to the Empire. Now that the Empire's
It could also be he was a Mandalorian. He was one of Maul's, Mandalorians. And then, he could be on the right track.
Right. Or he could be trying to start up what he sees as an older Mandalorian tradition or something.
Well, a different one.
I mean, we know that the Empire has fallen. He's not really a Moff anymore.
Well, no, he's still a Moff in his eyes. And, the Empire's still out there. They're still doing their thing. We don't know the real scope of the Empire at this point. We've gotten tidbits of it in other sources of canon. But how true they're going to, be held to is always a question with Filoni. Mm-hmm. So it could be... all we've seen... We haven't even seen the Star Destroyer yet. Not a full-blown Star Destroyer, so...
Maybe he made his armor after he got the Darksaber. We know he had it. How did he get it? Could this be a flashback?
It could be a lot of things, if it's true.
Because last we saw, he was going to a Republic prison.
Clearly, they're going to break him out of prison somehow. Somehow, Moff Gideon has returned.
Oh, boy. Well, hopefully we get more than a somehow as to the how it actually happens.
Well, as I said, I think he's probably the best villain we've gotten here in the Disney era.
Oh, he is just calculating and smart, and I love it.
Yeah, just the presentation. We don't know much about him. We know virtually nothing about him, but his presentation, Giancarlo is just... I've said it before, he's just one of those guys who just can play a villain really well.
That's why part of me wonders if this is a flashback into maybe how he hid his way into Mandalorian culture and stole the Darksaber.
Could be a lot of things. We do have that connection with
the... got it.
Yeah, we do
he
have
took
the
it from
Bo-Katan. Darksaber, and so I'm gonna guess he teamed up with Maul. Why not bring Maul into season 3 of The Mandalorian, right in a flashback? I know he's dead. He got killed by Kenobi, right, in Rebels. That's a Filoni thing. He's not gonna undo his own thing, right? Right?
Right?
Get the old Padme meme.
Only time will tell.
No, I think Maul's going to be dead, but I could potentially see it in a flashback that him and Gideon have some kind of connection.
Right. Or, like I said, he's just using it as a disguise to sneak his way onto Mandalore.
It could be absolutely not. I almost hope it isn't Maul because, like, we don't need every little thing to be connected.
But Filoni loves Maul. He brought him back from the dead.
Well, that was actually Lucas who told Filoni to do it. It wasn't Filoni's decision. That was.
Then Filoni kept bringing him back.
Well, yeah, sure, but that was actually Lucas who told Filoni to make it happen, and Filoni, well, he made it happen, and he did a great job.
Soon we'll see a hand reach out of the sands of Tatooine and be like, "Oh my gosh, he's still not dead."
Yeah, you should have hacked him up.
Just more Kenobi accidentally cut into his robot stomach.
Oh,
you didn't need it in the first place.
He might have. You never know. Now you're opening up potentials.
Sorry, Dave Filoni, if you're listening to this, don't take me seriously.
Please don't. But no, I think
had
there's
a good end, and it needs to stay that way.
With the horns and the colors and his connection to Mandalore, is there a possibility? Maul? Sure, I think so.
There always is, yeah.
Yeah. Either way, I'm excited for Mandalorian. Like I said, loving Andor. But yeah, I'm also super excited for Bad Batch, Mandalorian, and Ahsoka, and maybe something after that, which I think segues to the next story.
All right, we're going to move on then. The Acolyte cast and filming date has officially been announced. Lucasfilm and Disney Plus have announced the live-action Star Wars series Acolyte is now filming. Cameras are rolling. Things are moving along. Joining Stenberg and Junjay are Manny Chino from 9 Perfect Strangers and Top Gun Maverick, as well as The Good Place.
Top Gun Maverick, woo!
Uh-huh. He was in there.
I don't know who he was, but woo! It's a good movie. It's just a good movie.
Felix, something, I think.
Oh, okay.
Flicks, something. I don't remember.
Sure. I don't remember either, but...
Jodie Turner-Smith from Queen and Slim. I don't think I've seen her in anything. Rebecca Henderson. You know her. She was in Inventing Anna, as well as Russian Doll from Netflix. We watched Inventing Anna. You liked that.
Oh, Inventing Anna. I thought you meant I'd seen Russian Doll. Like, I heard that's good, but I haven't seen it. No. Does she play Anna? Oh. That's actually it was weird because you just fired up the episode and we ended up just watching the whole thing because it was kind of fascinating.
It was really interesting.
Yeah.
We've got Charlie Barnett, also from Russian Doll. Dean Charles Chapman from 1917 and Game of Thrones. He played Tommen Baratheon.
Oh, okay. Well, he's grown up, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. He was awful young.
Yes.
Looking.
Yes.
And Carrie Ann Moss from The Matrix, as well as Marvel.
I've never heard of her.
No?
Never.
She played,
wasn't it like,
Hogarth? In the Netflix
She played Trinity
Marvel?
in The Matrix, yes. I mean, and... Yeah, she was great, actually, in the Marvel series.
Mm-hmm. She was in the Netflix... They took a lot of Netflix actors, honestly.
Yeah.
It's crazy. There's at least 3 Netflix names on here.
Yeah, she was mainly
in
Jessica
I think
Jones.
I actually skipped Daphne Keane from His Dark Materials and Logan.
Oh, Logan. Yeah, I know her. Yeah, she's great, too.
She's actually really good in His Dark Materials
Logan
as well.
is a fantastic film.
From HBO. So we got 2 HBOs. We got like 3 from Netflix. No.
What is this, like a draft?
So there were some surprises in there. I didn't hear anything about Carrie Ann Moss going into this.
No, she's kind of... I mean, I think she's great. Like I said, I loved her in Jessica Jones and all the Marvel stuff. And obviously the first couple Matrix films, the last one was a little weird.
That wasn't her fault.
Yeah. I mean, she's great, actually. I just don't usually see her in a lot of things. I don't even know if she's someone who just kind of has a step back or takes certain roles. But I generally don't see a lot of her over the last 20-some years. Yeah.
All right, Disney's press release also gave us the official synopsis of the series.
Ooh, this I'm interested in.
The Acolyte is a mystery thriller that will take viewers into a galaxy of shadowy secrets and emerging dark side powers in the final days of the High Republic era. A former Padawan reunites with her master to investigate a series of crimes, but the forces they confront are more sinister than they ever anticipated.
So the first half we'd heard, it's that back half about the mystery and the crimes, or the crimes and the...
Yeah, that it's coming from like a former Padawan who's reuniting with her master. Because we were hearing all about the dark side stuff in this. We were hearing all those rumors about the story being about a pair of siblings, and one of them goes on to be a Jedi, and one of them wants to, like, the village is destroyed or something afterwards, and she wants to be with her sister, but the Jedi won't take her or help her or something, and then she ends up wanting to compete to be like the acolyte of a Sith. So that she can get revenge. Which is why you have to
be careful with rumors and leaks. I mean,
that could still be true.
Very true.
I mean, these series of crimes they're investigating could be the acolytes.
Could be.
we shall see.
Speaking of High Republic, you finished the first High Republic book of Phase 2.
Yes, I did.
And?
I finished it.
That was actually your introduction to High Republic. You didn't read Phase 1 as I did.
Not.
So it's kind of interesting for you to jump in without having... Now, I don't know if people even want us to talk about High Republic. I don't know how...
That's going to be a separate conversation. We were going to do canon.
Yeah, so if anybody, if you made it this far and you listened to the Acolyte news, let us know if you're interested in discussing more High Republic stuff.
I'm still not done talking about the Acolyte.
Oh.
So,
well,
I don't know.
Surprised to be
you're
sure.
just jumping away when I'm not even finished. The sets were constructed in Shinfield Studios, 40 miles west of London, for the past couple of months. And the first reports of Stenberg on set came out last week. The series will be combining the use of real sets with the volume technology, merging kind of the approaches taken by Andor, as well as The Mandalorian and Kenobi, respectively.
Balanced, as all things should be.
Yeah, so it's gonna kind of mix using the volume for some things, as well as using real sets for some things.
Yeah, I think the volume is perfect for some things and just not suited for others.
Right, there's small sets that work fine with the volume.
Sure.
But there's other stuff that you're like, yeah, get outside, run around the dirt.
Get outside a little, kids, yeah.
All right, we'll move on to my favorite segment of the week. New this week in Star Wars, etc. All right, so this evening, Meme Monday is going to come out for everyone to enjoy. Get your lols in.
It's a special Meme Monday tonight.
Tuesday.
It's your Meme Monday. It's Naboo Buttercorn Meme Monday birthday special.
We'll see if you've got the memes ready for me.
I didn't get them ready last night, so we're gonna do it on the fly this afternoon, I think.
Boy, oh boy. Tuesday, we're going to have the Bad Batch recap review for Episode 1 coming up on this channel. So the recap review is going to be kind of a catch-up for anyone who maybe doesn't want to sit down and rewatch all of Bad Batch going into the new season, as well as our thoughts on these episodes.
Yeah.
For books, we're getting The Art of Star Wars Visions, as well as The Art of Star Wars The High Republic Volume 1.
The Art of High Republic, which is funny because it's only like in comic books, which are art anyway. And little pictures here and there.
They did concept art. I just need a big sheet that shows me all the characters and what they look like, because I've read one High Republic book and I have no idea what some of these alien species look like because they're not described super well.
No, they're a lot of times they assume you know what they look like or you're going to Google it.
No, they made up brand new ones.
Yeah. But I mean, it's kind of funny you say that because reading the first High Republic book of Phase 1, there are a lot of names thrown at you, and you're kind of like, which one is that?
At the front of each book, there should be like a picture gallery. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, that's not the worst idea I've ever heard. No.
Yeah, at the front of each book, give me a little picture gallery with a picture of the characters that are in the book and their names.
Well, you go through all the trouble of doing the concept art. Why not throw it in there?
Why not?
Yeah, probably costs extra to put that printed material or that colored material in a book. But hey.
Wednesday, Andor Episode 10. Woo! Prison Break most likely coming. And for comics, High Republic number 2.
Yeah, of Phase 2.
Yes. Thursday, anyone who has joined Patreon in our Discord server will be having a weekly voice chat, talking about all things Andor Episode 10, as well as other Star Wars that we'll just eventually break down into.
And other things that will break down into.
Yes, and sometimes we discuss the news and other things as well. And play games.
Yeah, a lot of games.
Yeah. Friday, Bad Batch Episode 2 recap review will go up. And we have Black Panther Wakanda Forever going to the theaters.
Yeah, we'll be seeing that Friday afternoon. Probably review sometime in the weekend.
Probably on Friday.
Really? You're going to
I'm
work
ambitious.
it overtime, I see.
Well, I gotta work it for the weekend, right?
Jeez.
And for any Flesh and Blood trading card game players out there, it is the release of the Dynasty set.
Yay.
Which is why I gotta work for the weekend.
Yeah, because you want to open packs of cards. I see how it is.
Well, and we got an event on Saturday.
Sure.
Saturday is the 3rd anniversary of The Mandalorian on Disney+, and we should be getting that rumored Grogu in the Dust Bunnies short. We'll see.
We'll see. All right. Well, that is all we got for you this time. So take to the comments below. Tell us what you think of any and all of today's news. Are you excited for the Acolyte? It's kind of another one of those ones that some people don't seem to be too keen on.
I'll be excited the closer it gets.
Yeah, I want to see more. I want to actually kind of see what they're doing with it.
We need a trailer first, I think.
Yeah, just to kind of get the vibe and the feel. Either way, leave your comments below. Let's talk some Star Wars. And until next time, thanks for watching.